Hello there, my name's Jem and I'm the music lead here at OCAD. I work alongside my colleague Michael. We both teach the RSL Level 3 Music Practitioners course. The purpose of the video today is just to go through a little bit of information about the course and what to expect. So our RSL qualifications are vocational performance courses. So what that means is there's no final exam. All your work is assessed through practical coursework and written coursework. So there's no exam that happens at the end of the final year, for example. What happens instead is you are assessed throughout your course at different points. It's usually every half term. And the beauty of that is that we can gradually build up your grade. You have constant communication about where you're sitting within your qualification. And it also enables us to really explore this idea of vocational music, so real life industry experiences. We try and give you as much of a diverse course as possible. We even try and allow you to have some choice within this qualification about how this qualification flows for you. So whether that be particular units of interest or whether that be the way that you produce work. So for example, sometimes we'll ask students to produce work through a vlog rather than written work. So we really try and engage our students through doing lots of different types of learning and lots of different types of ways of producing work. As I say, though, this is a performance qualification, so it is heavily performance based. Within that, you do need to have a high standard of performance, whether that be on a instrument or whether that be your voice. Now, we don't necessarily say that you have to have a certain grade at music, but we do require you to have a previous qualification in music, so a level 2 qualification, for example, or a GCSE music qualification in order to take the level 3. If not, there are ways around that. If you have got a graded music qualification on your instrument, so for example, grade 4 above and above. Don't worry too much about that. We can discuss that, and there are ways that we can try and support you to try and gauge where you're at practically, but it's just to make sure the course fits right for you. As well as that, we do also have written work that is very explorative depending on the unit. So it could be, for example, research and producing research based on a topic. So for example, media in music, or it could be reflecting on your own practice. But I would say in terms of written and practical, it's about even in terms of which has the highest weighting. I'd say it's about even. So just to give you a little bit of information about the qualification and the types of units that are taught. So we have mandatory units. Those are completed for everybody. So that is the live music performance, auditioning music and rehearsal skills. So 3 very practical units there. Really fantastic units for building really confident and explorative musicians, performers, and also the auditioning music is a fantastic unit for you to explore what it's like going to a university audition or going to a band audition. You know, you look at the process of auditioning, why we audition for music, and how we can hone our skills so that we can show the best version of ourselves within an audition. Other units are lead performer. We also try and do studio sound recording. So you've got some technical aspect there. We've got remixing and production, understanding recording techniques. So as you can see, there is some technological elements in there for you. We also look at getting a career within music, working within the music industry, understanding musical styles. We also look at music and media because it's so important to get an understanding of how media can impact you both positively and negatively. So you can see it's a really well-rounded qualification, and that's one of the things I absolutely love about the RSL units, that it doesn't just push you in one direction. It opens lots of doors for you to build skill, for you to explore different areas within the music industry and potentially grow and develop as an artist, a performer, technician, whatever it is that you choose that you want to go into. So there are 3 different sizes of qualification. There's the subsidiary diploma, that's 90 credits. We've got the diploma in music and the extended diploma. I'll go through a little bit now about how they equate. So the extended diploma in music is the equivalent to 3 A levels. The diploma is the equivalent to 2, and the subsidiary diploma is equivalent to about 1.5 A levels. So it's over 1 A level. Okay. And here's a little bit of information about UCAS points. I'll leave you to have a look at that for just a moment. Okay, perfect. So you can see that this qualification does count towards your UCAS points. It also, as I say, it's a great size qualification. And it's really varied. You get such a complex amount of units within that, so it's a really fantastic course. Just to give you a little bit of information here about the course, you know, you get to explore things like making your own music if you wish to, performing to an audience, developing and performing sets, organizing your own performance event, and understanding the background of it, the health and safety measures that you have to think about, what choosing repertoire that your audience will want to listen to, engaging with a team of people who might own the venue. There's so much to it. Building an understanding of the music industry and how to break into it, careers within music, technological understanding of music. You even explore things like teaching other people. So you're doing a unit where you explore that idea of teaching another student or students. It's really, really adaptable to you as a musician as well, to you as a person. Okay, so for example, that first point there, making your own music, if you don't enjoy songwriting or composing, you don't have to add that as an element in. If you do, there is capacity for you to perform your own pieces, for example, if you want to. Okay. So when you are graded through pass, merit, and distinction. You must be, as I say, at a really confident level on your instrument. You don't have to be necessarily really highly graded, but you have to be confident to perform in front of others. As I say, it is all focused on performance, but it does explore other areas as well. So whilst it is a performance qualification, we do explore other genres of music. We explore music technology. So yeah, lots of exciting stuff throughout the qualification. So I'm going to leave you here on this slide. If you have any more questions, do let me know. I'm more than happy to meet up and give you a little bit more information. Thank you so much for your time. Take care.